Hello, YouTube. There's so much happening right now in USPSA. I can barely keep it all straight, and I follow pretty closely. Let's quick rundown of today's video. We have USPSA election results. Election results. We have more email leaks coming from insights. We've got response to some comments that we've seen. Lawsuit served during nationals. And member meeting fireworks. Oh my, there's so much stuff happening. So let's take it from the top. Election results. USPSA election results are in. No surprises, I think, from any of it. Area 6, Ben Berry will be taking over Area 6 at the beginning of the next year. So I have a feeling that Bruce 6 would have stepped down if Kyle Stevens had won the election, but he did not. Bruce 6 will stay through the end of the year. Then it'll be Ben Berry. Interestingly, as a result of that election, Kyle Stevens kind of lost his mind. Like, he contacted a bunch of people, including one of my people, including Joel. Like, he went on some podcasts and he wanted that stuff deleted now that the election's over. I wasn't too up on it, but Joel was just like, I already released the podcast. Like, I mean, I could delete the YouTube video, but the podcast is still going to be out there. I know it was very strange, but Kyle Stevens wanted it deleted. Joel didn't do it fast enough, and now I think won't do it at all. So Kyle put in a complaint with YouTube. He's trying to have our YouTube channel taken down, the training group YouTube channel. So I'm not real impressed with Kyle Stevens, but again, not very surprised. That's the type of guy he is. Yemen has won the presidency back. So the members have stuck him back in. I think pretty obviously like an FU type of move to the board, that they're going to force the board to deal with Yemen again. Now, that's a pretty interesting situation because Yemen's not an RO right now, so he's not eligible to take the office, and the board voted down the bylaw change that would get rid of the requirement. So I don't know what's going to happen. I suspect they do not want him to be president again. And okay, as far as the last week of email leaks, it's more of the same, but at the same time, it's crazier than you might imagine. The big, like, what we're reading is the back and forth between Frank Rizzi, the Area 7 director, and Donna and Bruce 1, and it's about the minutes. Like, these guys are so crazy about public perception of what they're doing that they don't want anything in the minutes that might make them look bad. This is a big problem for them because, as you might remember, I think I've discussed it on the channel previously, Scott Arnberg made a motion to remove the sitting president of USPSA a few weeks ago, and they don't even want the motion to be public. So, I mean, I published the motion to my Instagram page, but they definitely don't want people reading it. A lot of the comments have been getting pretty interesting online. I keyed in on a few of them. One guy posted, "Not knowing anything about these people or knowing them personally, I always had the feeling that Ben Steger was exaggerating or just intentionally provocative with his description of them. That the more I see, the more shocked at how really stupid these people are." Yep, Pat Brown, my friend, and yours too. "I'm not embarrassed to say that once I was skeptical and had the same feelings. In late 2020, I engaged in my own due diligence and quickly realized that Ben, Matt, and the Howler Monkeys had very valid concerns. I began voicing my own concerns about the organization's finances at the 2021 Race Gun Nationals. Once I started speaking out about my documented concerns, the BOD and their surrogates, minions, and hangers-on immediately labeled me as being part of some imaginary cabal." Yes, that is what's been happening. I've been seeing quite a few of the Ben was right posts. And yeah, I was right. I've been right about these guys. These guys, I mean, it's people just, they can't believe it when they see it with their own eyes. You're like, what are they doing? No, everyone knows you guys are lying right now or whatever. It culminated last night in the USPSA member meeting at Nationals. Apparently there was tons of fireworks. We've just heard a little bit of recordings that Insights has released. The USPSA board obviously doesn't want anybody to see this stuff. I'm sure they won't release their own recording, but I have the feeling there's a bootleg out there, and we'll get to see what actually went down. But yeah, I mean, Tyler Turner took him to the woodshed. I think Pat Brown was asking questions that these guys don't really have answers to. This was on the same day, yesterday's member meeting, on the same day at Nationals. A few of them were served. I think at least two, Lee Cabana and Bruce One, were served by a process server for Papa Joe's lawsuit against USPSA for them kicking him out. This is a different lawsuit than the one that the guy Travis came on the YouTube channel to discuss a few weeks ago. That one hasn't been filed yet. This is a different lawsuit. And then there's all sorts of budget issues. You know, the Howler Monkeys are pressuring the board online. PCSL's peeling off a few clubs here and there. There's so much happening. That's it's really interesting. It's like, wow, these guys are really caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't really know what they're going to do. I don't think they know what they're going to do. But it is fun. It is fun to look back over the last couple of years and just feel like, yep, these guys they've worked themselves into a fantastic spot where I don't see a way through it for them. I mean, at this point, it's like maybe it's too late to resign. I don't really know. They've done enough stuff where it's like they're going to have to answer for it one way or the other, I think. But yeah, that's the update. Lots happening in USPSA. I think it's going to escalate for a while. I think we're speeding towards some sort of confrontation, and then we'll see. Then we'll see if we can get this thing fixed. I'm hopeful though. I think USPSA is going to get fixed, but we just got to get rid of these guys first.